Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus giving you another full game recap. Once again, rolling with the West Coast offense. We're jumping into a couple different formations. I'm going to be still using my base formation, which is going to be the pistol strong slot, and I'll be jumping into some other slot formations too. Rolling against someone playing the Broncos, this guy was a fairly good player. He had a very simplistic scheme. But he was very effective with running the ball, and it made it very, very difficult. And he used just a few different plays, and he had his plays mastered. I was able to go and catch up eventually with this guy, but I did have some problems with this guy initially, and this is a very tight game. So I'm just jumping into basically the cover two shell right here. He makes a really good read. He hits the tight end on the little corner route. I think he was using scissors out of the I form, and then right here actually gets a nice little juke move right there. Pulls away with Lindsey to go ahead and go up by a score. So give up a touchdown on the first play. This guy was running a lot of cover three, and then he was using a lot of quarters, palm match, and he switched things up, and he was making some hybrid adjustments. It really threw off my reads. Now I'm looking off to the left side, and I'm looking at the out. That was taken away. I go ahead and hit the corner route by the tight end. I actually get a nice little reception right there. But this guy was taking away the deep out routes that I like to throw. And this is a play, the Power O out of this strong set, pistol strong set that is very, very effective. Right here, actually I missed the flat. Throw into the corner route, and his defensive back actually comes down with the ball. So just a bad pass by me. Now, he was running to the outside. I've actually got the seal right there. I'm putting my guys in clawed flats and actually going to put people down. And then I jump into basically cover through shell. He basically tests my user over the middle, and my defensive back's able to come down with it. So I got the ball back after giving up a turnover to him. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. So right here I actually do a nice little Power O. I don't read it correctly, don't get the right holes. And this is a play that I'm going to be jumping out, probably showing on the channel. He actually had it covered up fairly well. I missed my read a little bit late with the underneath route. I probably should have got rid of that a little bit quicker. This is another play, which is a levels concept. And because he was taking away the deep out on the right-hand side, I'm going off to the left. And right here, I try to take a shot over the middle, but he almost uses it and takes it away. So I'm 1 for 4 right now with a turnover. So not very good with my passing. This is a play that I put together which is really designed to beat cover 3 coverages, but this guy was mixing up his coverages between palms coverage and cover 3 cloud and match, and he's basically kind of mixing things up, and I missed the play, but it's all right. I got the ball down there, so it was not a huge deal. He comes back, hits me with an outside run. I make a bad angle right there, and he actually takes off. I think Lindsey's got 94 speed. He's just a really, really fast running back. He's able to go ahead and get the ball down in the end zone. So back in on offense, he was running a lot of cover 3 coverage. I was actually blabbing this, and this little wheel route by the inside fullback should be effective, but the problem is that he actually popped it and got the ball out there. So now I try to go to the corner route. His defensive back came up a little bit late. I should have threw that a little bit earlier, and now I go to the slot corner. All my reads get taken away. I get sacked right there. So this guy is he's just basically causing a lot of problems right here. So I go into the smash concept. And I go ahead and hit the corner route. That's his user territory. I'm able to go and come down with it against my wide receiver. So that was a huge play. That basically gave me life in this game. If I didn't get that and he actually went up on 3 scores, probably would have been over. And it was probably very disappointing to him because right here I get really good blocking, get the ball down to the 15, 16, 17 yard line right there. So I'm looking to try to take a shot up top. A look off to the angle. Basically, everything's covered up deep, so I just take off my quarterback. I'm not a scrambler with my quarterback, so that's kind of a unicorn type situation. Back to the Power O, take it inside, get it down to the 1 yard line, 3 minutes left in the clock, and I hit him with with a fullback dive. Not a very common play getting used online. Just hit him with that, and feeling pretty good about it. So, giving the ball right back to him. Trying to take away his run by using basically flats. He actually hits a little ankle route. I think he was doing Texas right there because the fullback actually came out. Now I go into a cover 4 shell. Actually, I get a nice little block shade with my defensive tackle to get him down in a 3rd and inches type of situation. Then he comes back to the stretch play, and my defensive back actually comes down. And right here, I'm going into cover 2. I'm anticipating maybe a quick out. but I inadvertently do run commit, and you're going to watch all my guys actually get out of position, and I was out of position too because I was trying to go ahead and take up a gap, and he's able to go ahead as tight end and actually get the ball down into the red zone, into end zone. So minute and 50 seconds left. Not feeling good about this. There's another play I'm actually labbing. It's actually a Hail Mary play. I didn't make the correct reads. I actually had a guy that was wide open in the deep corner, about 30 yards down the field. So right here, he's got Evans press off the left-hand side. Evans beats the press, and I actually go ahead and just take a shot up top right there to get the ball inside the 50-yard line. Go back with the same type of a look again. Looking for the crosser, he actually takes that away, and I try to throw it up top to Evans, but he misses it. So I noticed that he's chasing the crosser, which is Perryman. So what I did is, I think on this particular play, I actually put him in a whip route. So he can't do that, and as you can see right here, the whip route is wide open, and able to go and drop it down and actually get a first down and stop the clock. So I still got 3 timeouts, still got plenty of time. He opens up his box. I go with a nice inside zone, and I'm able to go and take the ball into the end zone right there, just with an inside zone split to be down by 1 score. So that was a really good situation. It's 34 seconds left. This guy's really doing everything underneath, under center. He actually hits me with a little out route right there. So this guy knew how to beat the coverages. So when he saw cover 4, he knew exactly how to throw it. Back to, I think, this particular play, which is like a crossing type of play. It's a China play. He's able to go ahead and do that. And right here, he actually gets off my blocks. He actually gets past my guy right here. I'm able to go ahead and tackle him as time expires. He was actually within field goal range, but unfortunately for me, I actually get a stop, not giving up any kind of points right there. And he goes with the ballsy move of actually going ahead and running the ball on one of the last plays of the game. So right here is another play. I'm actually trying to work this into my scheme. I actually hit the ball down to the running back. That's actually not that bad of a read. The tight end was probably a little bit better. Doing the out route, he's taking away that out route off the right-hand side, so now I go ahead and just make a fast read to the corner route, which will be wide open. And I love that particular concept. It's a very good concept. Switch up the play a little bit here. I think I go into the inside zone split. Nope, stay. I go into a different play, which is a stretch play. Now, see how he presses his guys down? This is something that I added to my playbook, was a stretch play, and you can see the blocking was just perfect. And I'm able to go ahead and take it house and tie the game up with basically 3 minutes left in the third quarter. So this game is now officially a dogfight. So basically right now I'm trying to take away the run. I seal up the move. He doesn't do a move against my user right there. Same type of a look right here. Get a nice little block shed to actually go and tackle him. So 3rd and 6 type of situation. Now I go into cover 4. This is something he was struggling with, was cover 4. Have a nice little block shed to be able to get the ball, stop him for a couple yard gain or so. 4th and 4 type of situation. He goes ahead and tries to throw. He makes a perfect read. He hit the flat. He doesn't show him that to me the entire game. He keeps the chains moving. So back to the cover 4 shell of this. He goes back out to the outside. No huddles right here. I go ahead and stay. I think it stayed in the cover 4 because it seemed like he was missing reads on that. I go ahead and try to cover that up. He actually goes ahead and makes a nice little cut to the inside. That was my gap to go ahead and take away. He makes a good read. Then he comes back to the inside run again. I'm able to go ahead and bottle that up. 2nd and 11, same with the cover 4. Seems to be something that's giving you some problems with the cover 4. And he's not popping me on the outside. He actually does a little crossing route. I actually go ahead and user this guy over the middle. He was trying to set me up for that deep post, and I'm able to come down with it. So right here, go back to the power O. I'm going to keep drilling this guy with the power O. I got the levels concept going over the middle. He probably tried to go back up to that post route, but I actually dropped it down and did a little spin move with Evans to go ahead and get the ball into a first down. So 1st and 10 situation, back to the power O. Couldn't hold his block. That would have been a lot more yards if I would have got that. Right back to the power O. Now I got a smash concept off to the left. And I think I'm going to be looking. I did a quick out right here. This is something he was actually giving me that his guy was off a little bit, so I decided to pop him with a quick out. So I'm going to go back to the well again right here. I think I'm going to go back with the smash concept, and then I'm going to go to the quick out again, and that's my first read. But look, he does basically cloud flats. His defender takes it away. I take a shot up top. I'm not able to come down with it. So 4th and 4 situation. Basically, the game's on the line right here. I decided to go for it. because the guy's pretty good at offense. I show him a different thing. This is basically Texas with the fullback. I haven't showed that play to him the entire game, so that's one you want to go ahead and save those plays like those concepts like that. And then I come back to the run. I get a nice little seal run right here, pick up about 6 yards, and I'm just chewing the clock down. All I have to do is get into field goal. Now I switched things up. I actually had the power roll going off to the right-hand side, and that actually messed them up because everything was going off to the left, and because I had the power roll going off to the right, that messed him up a little bit. And then he actually switches his line. I get perfect blocking, and I'm off to the races. I get inside field goal range right here at the 28-yard line. So right now I'm just working the clock as much as possible. I go into a far and near formation. It's a nice little inside run. I just want to mess him up a little bit, and then he burns his first timeout. So right now I need to take his timeouts as much as possible. Hopefully I get a first down. Almost got it right there. Almost fell forward with it. But I got to burn this guy's timeout and not give him any chance back into the game. At least not give him any kind of life. So do the power roll off to the right side because I had really good success. He basically could put everybody down in the box, and I'm just going to burn all of his timeouts and take the field goal and hope this guy doesn't get a big play. But the way this guy was running his offense, he wasn't running an offense where he was basically doing a lot of deep plays. Everything was underneath. Everything was crossing routes. He didn't have a very complex offense. He didn't have a shotgun offense. So right here, I go with basically cloud coverage that messed up his reads right there. I get a block shed sack. Back at it again with the cover 4. This was the defense that he really struggled with. He had a crossing right there. He didn't hit it correctly, but even if he caught it over the middle, he probably wouldn't have got any yards. 6 seconds left right here. I take White, pull him out completely, force him to go ahead and make a big throw, and able to come down with it and get a user pick at the end of the game. So this is a very good game. This guy had a very simplistic scheme. You can see right there, I had 186 yards. If you guys watch my gameplay, I rarely run the ball, but I found myself a run play that is actually very, very effective. And on top of it, I've got a full passing scheme behind it. So if you guys want to see the full scheme, you can go to my Patreon channel. But once again, to my subscribers, thank you for your support. Until next time.